What is up, guys? I recently went to a comic book store and it was a pretty unique experience that I wanted to share with you guys. So hang in there and listen to me yap about it for a few minutes and I'll show you what I got at the end. We were going to a vintage market that was being held at a brewery in Hampton. This is Hampton, Virginia. I live in the Hampton Roads area. And the market was just not it. Like, they advertised it as a vintage market, and it was like people selling like 3D printed stuff and candles and Tupperware. There was a guy there selling timeshares and people who were selling roofs and stuff. And I was like, what's vintage about this? This is insane. I was super disappointed, and I had been looking forward to going to it like all week, and it was on a Sunday morning, so we got up early and went, and then it was super disappointing. So then we like Googled what was in the area, and then we saw in the Phoebus area there was a comic book shop called Bender's. I think it was called Bender's Books and Cards. Bender's Books and Cards. So we were like, that looks nerdy enough for us. Let's check it out. So we got there, and when we first walked in there, we were like, I'm not gonna lie, we were a bit overwhelmed because it's pretty, like, it's one of those places you either love it or hate it. I'm a person who loves digging through things. So I was a little overwhelmed when I looked at it, but it's a little cluttered. But man, I was like, let me get in there, baby. I gotta start digging through some bins because, like, I mean, everywhere you looked, there was something to dig through. And I was like, yeah, I gotta get into that. I gotta get into it. And it's not like organized, but it kind of is. Like, there was like a little like Power Rangers section and like action figures over here, comics over here. You could just dig for hours in that place. It was crazy. So there's like a Star Trek. You know, you just go and you just walk around and see what you can see in a place like that. To me, that's like my dream. To others, people will be like, that's too much. I'm overwhelmed. I got to get out. I understand, but I was excited. So as we were looking around, whatever, the owner walked in. And he walks in and he says to the cashier, he's like, man, I just got back from that vintage market. And, you know, I wasn't very pleased with it. It didn't seem very vintage at all. So I turned to him and I was like, right, dude, that's crazy. It wasn't very vintage. And he was like, oh, you know, but it seems like they're trying. And I was, you know, I was a little bit more critical than he was. He was a nice guy. And then we got to talking and he was like, hey, you guys seem cool. You want to come check out the back room? And I was like, you know, I never say no to an adventure. So the guy brought us in the back room and we got to see everything he had in the back. And holy cow, if you thought the front had a lot, the back, you guys, it was insane. Like, the amount of stuff he had in the back, I mean, it was stacked from the floor to the ceiling with just comics for days. Like, I mean, that guy could just sell things all day, every day for like the next 20 years. And he would still just be jam slam packed with comics. It was crazy. Like, that guy has a passion for what he does for sure. But yeah, he was a cool guy. I enjoyed talking to him. He seems to love what he does. But anyways, after we looked in the back, we went back and got focused again. My husband, he walked over to the Star Trek section. He picked out some stuff. He got this Star Trek Deep Space Nine action figure. And then he picked out this other Star Trek action figure right here. And then I walked back over to the Power Rangers bins and dug through them for a little while. Actually, before I did that, I noticed up on the shelves they had a cat, and so I walked over and said hi to the cat. I forget the name. I think the cat's name was Sassy. I feel like they said Sassy. I can't remember now. Adorable cat. She did not want anyone to bother her. She was so high up. But anyways, I went over to the Power Ranger section, and you guys know I'm a Tommy fan for life, so I found this little bendable, posable Green Ranger. And then I found this little bendable, posable White Ranger. And the coolest thing of all is I found this old White Ranger watch. It really needs to be cleaned up some. I'm going to clean it up. I think, but like, I don't know if you can see it or not. Like, it's got like the Power Rangers logo on the back and it's got the White Ranger in the front. I need to take the price off. I paid $4.95 for it. Is that not amazing? It if I can get this in working order, I mean, this is what I wear every day. Forget you, Apple Watch. I'm gonna wear this. This is insane. And $5? It just needs to be washed. I'm not going to try to get into that. I think I need to let a professional get into that and put a battery in, but that's so cool. So yeah, if you got time and you're not allergic to cats, because there is a cat there, and you enjoy digging through bins and trying to find little treasures, I do suggest that you try checking out Bender's comics or Bender's books and cards. It was a fun little adventure. I'm definitely going back there because, I mean, that was just the tip of the iceberg with all the Power Ranger stuff he had there. So I got to go back and, I mean, y'all know, if you follow me on TikTok, I have my Power Rangers medicine cabinet. So I'm definitely putting these in my Power Rangers medicine cabinet. And I definitely want to keep filling that thing up. So, you know, Power Rangers fix all that ails you. So I got to keep it stocked up for the upcoming flu season, if you know what I mean. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe. 1 like equals 1 Tiger electronic handheld. So hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. Oh my gosh, just keep hitting the like, guys. Hit the like. Oh, that's so many likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day.